What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Point Extra Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, along with the lovely
Tiff-tastic.
And of course we have
Landon Calrissian.
And hey guys, it is good to be with you guys again. Tiffany and I went away for a few days this week, and so we've been gone. And of course, you know, while we're gone, where we are at a place that has very little to no internet, of course, that's the week that everything starts dropping, all this nerdy stuff starts dropping, but we still have to bring these stories to you because the Point Extra Lounge is
a place for nerds.
That's right, it's a place where we can talk about things like games, TV shows, movies, sci-fi, superheroes, comic books, and toys, and so much more. And we are glad to have you with us. And if that sounds like the kind of place that you would like to be a part of, please consider hitting that subscribe button and of course that notifications bell so that you know when we put out new videos, which is
all the time.
That's right. So please come join this nerdy family and this growing community. All right, guys, today we are talking about updates to Crisis on Infinite Earths. Now, we've already done a video all about the Superman,
Kingdom Come Superman.
Kingdom Come Superman pictures with Brandon Routh, obviously, that we got. But there's more Crisis news and more Crisis stuff that dropped this week. Somebody save me! It is time to look at these brand new photos of Lois and Clark themselves.
Yes.
Erica Durance and Tom Welling. Updated photo dropped this week on the farm.
Yes, and it was very cool. It was very nostalgic, just, you know, rewatching the series again to see them kind of older and back in their prime, so.
Absolutely. Man, words can hardly put into
the fact that Tom Welling said yes.
Yes! Yeah, I know, right? Like, my mind is blown that Tom Welling actually said yes to this. Which brings up another sad thing that we'll talk about in a minute. But the fact that he said yes to this, that Erica Durance is back, and that they are already on set doing stuff, taking pictures and photos.
And you can tell they're excited. They're happy to be there.
Yes, it is great to see. Landon, what do you think of these two coming back for this? We're in the middle, obviously, of watching Smallville. We're halfway through season 7. What do you think this adds to Crisis?
It's gonna be interesting how they incorporate that into the universe that we have right now. But and like what happened after Smallville
To now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting though. I tell you what, it's exciting because the possibilities are endless. Now, with every good news,
There has to be some bad news, unfortunately,
Has
or
to be
some
some
bad news.
some bald news. Our favorite, Lex Luthor,
Michael Rosenbaum.
Michael Rosenbaum, was indeed asked to be a part of the Crisis crossover. And the report is this week, him reporting on his social media that, of course, he turned it down. I am actually kind of in shock.
I was hoping that it was going to be a ploy to be like, hey, no, just kidding, come and see, I'll be there too.
Yeah,
But I just don't think it's going to happen.
Man, I am in shock that he turned it down. Now, I guess I shouldn't
He probably
be
didn't
because,
want to shave his head again.
well,
They could have put a bald cap on him for that.
Spoiler warning for Smallville and for you too, if you don't want to know. But the thing is he
You don't
left.
just go la 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 la.
Yeah, he left the show for I think it was 2 to 3 seasons. He was gone, and at the end, so there's no Lex at the end of Smallville, they kept trying to get him to come back, but he just said he was done. He had shaved his head for 7 years. He did 7 seasons, and then he left.
That's a lot of Bic.
And yeah, and so it was really hard to get him to come back, but he came back for the finale. He did not shave his head because that was one of the things he said was he hated shaving his head, and he did it for 7 years, and he actually has a full head of hair. Michael Rosenbaum does. But so they used a bald cap for that last one, and you could tell because he's got that pronounced little bump on the back of his head, and so you could tell. But you know what? It was fine. It was what it was, and I was glad to see him back. So I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that
If he wouldn't do the last
he'd be the holdout. But here's the thing. As sad as I am, I get it. Unfortunately, I understand because his reasoning was that basically they didn't want to give him a script, didn't tell him when he was shooting, how much of it he was shooting, what the story was, what his character would be doing in.
Oh, and by the way, there's not really any money that's going to have you wanting to come do this either.
Yeah, so I get it, right? I mean, I understand. You can't blame the guy, but there's a little part of you that is just like, just
But
do
you're
it for the
Luthor.
just do it for the fans, man. Just do it for the fans.
Tom Welling did it. Why can't you?
I know, and see, that's what I'm wondering. Is like, if that's the case with Michael Rosenbaum, what did they give Tom Welling? What did they do for Tom Welling?
Or did Tom say, "I'm not coming back if he doesn't"? Okay.
Yeah, as
I'm
much as
only
they
coming
love
back if he doesn't.
as much as Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum just absolutely love each other and are
Yes.
joined at the hip lately, I doubt that it's because of any squabble with them. But no, it's sad because, I mean, like, seriously, what did they have to do to get Tom Welling? What did they promise him? Like, what kind of... Obviously, he loves directing and he loves being behind the camera. So, I mean, did they work out some
Maybe
other kind
they
of
gave
deal?
him a little, like, hey, if you do this, this, and this, we'll let you be a part of directing this episode.
A little
or something.
kickback or something? I mean, or is this Clark gonna play a really major role in Crisis? Who knows?
Make it worth your while.
I guess so, but whatever they did, they were able to convince Tom Welling, but not Michael Rosenbaum, to come back. Now, it's just sad. It's just sad because I was really,
They were
really
the
hoping.
trifecta.
I was really hoping to see Michael Rosenbaum come back. Hopefully, maybe, who knows? They may still yet be able to work out something, and maybe.
He's just in the background like this, like.
The one thing that I'm concerned about is that with all the hype about Smallville, is that like that's all the shows get done. It's all Chris is going to be. Is
No,
explaining about
I would
Smallville.
say the exact opposite.
I would think there's going to be more with Green Lantern or Green Arrow because he's the one that's making a sacrifice.
I would say you don't probably have to worry about that. I would say it's probably going to be the opposite of we
There's
don't
gonna be
see
less,
we
enough.
won't see enough of Smallville stuff.
Be like,
and-
that's it.
Yes, and all of us who will be like super pumped and ready to see Smallville stuff will all of a sudden be like,
there it went, just like Flash.
that's it. That's my concern. That's my concern with a lot of this stuff that's
Because
going to
there's
show
so many
up.
people showing up for a Crisis series episode.
Absolutely. So, with Brandon Routh, I'm hoping that Brandon Routh plays a bigger part. But it is what it is. Okay, so that's all the Smallville news that's going to be a part of Crisis. But then on top of that, I'll tell you what, it was a nerdy week, man. I'll tell you what, it was not the
They were
week
like,
for...
hey, Tiffany and Enosh are going away for a couple days. They need to unwind, de-stress, do some work stuff. So we're going to put a bunch of nerd stuff out knowing that they don't have enough Wi-Fi to be able to take care of this or do any videos even on their own.
So crazy. So crazy. But we got confirmation.
Ashley Scott from Birds of Prey will be in Crisis as well.
That's right. So the Huntress from Birds of Prey, the TV show,
Yes.
is coming back. Now, Birds of Prey, Landon, you haven't seen any of Birds of Prey, have you? I haven't completed the whole season yet. It's on DC Universe, which you can get in on. We have DC Universe, so I've watched a lot of it, and it was a show on in the mid 2000s on the CW. It told the story basically of the Birds of Prey, the women of Gotham City, basically. So you had Huntress, and you had Barbara Gordon. There were allusions to Harley Quinn. The Joker actually makes an appearance in. It was all in like blurry background stuff, and you actually had a Batman who was wearing it looked like one of the Batman suits from the old Batman movies. It was kind of comic booky in the end or in the beginning. It's kind of I don't know that it's aged so well, that show in particular, but it's really cool to see that DC is really bringing like they're not pulling any punches on this thing. They're bringing back people from all across the board of DC shows.
They're really pulling people from the multiverse.
Yeah. And that's what we've nerded out about this thing, guys, since the beginning announcement, in hopes that this is the kind of thing that they were going to do.
Well, even when they started saying, showed us the video, at the end of that, knowing Crisis was coming this year, we've been worried about, like, oh, what are they going to do? And we've been, like, thinking outside the box, and who can they bring? And then the more they've announced, you're just like, oh, I was right, or, oh, I didn't even think about that, or, oh, I'm so excited about that. So.
Yeah. Now, the final one. The final one. And I don't even think we've talked about this. But the final thing that we've speculated about whether or not it would happen, and it looks like they're actually talking about doing it, is, of course, Linda Carter coming back as Wonder Woman. Oh, yes.
She did. I loved her cameo in Sky High, being the principal when she was in the room with the kids that were in trouble, and she's like walking out, shaking her head, and goes, "I'm not Wonder Woman, So I wonder
Yeah, you
how
are.
she's gonna be able to do that. Yeah, that was awesome.
An older Wonder Woman. And I'll tell you
Heck
what,
yeah.
Linda Carter looks amazing.
Yes,
She
even at her
looks-
age now,
She
she
looks
has aged very well.
fabulous.
She was also in Supergirl, so she's. I mean, just seeing her there too. I mean, she looks great for her age.
So if they can actually land this, I'm hoping that this gets announced here in the next few days of Linda Carter on Crisis. But this is another one that's been highly rumored that they are really trying to push for Linda Carter as Wonder Woman, and I think that'd be fabulous. I think it would be awesome.
Kingdom Come Superman.
So I'm imagining a scene right now, guys, that, oh my goodness. Can you imagine a scene with older Wonder Woman, right? Because you're talking Kingdom Come ages.
Yep.
So you're talking older Wonder Woman with Linda Carter, older Superman
Yep.
with Brandon Routh, and older Batman with Kevin Conroy.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. The Trinity. Oh.
Seasoned Trinity.
Oh man, would be phenomenal.
We might need to make sure that we have some depends for us when we watch this episode, because there's going to be a lot of craziness and screaming and oh my goodness and maybe crying. Who knows what they're going to show us.
Now, to be honest with you here as well, one of the things that I really hope that we see happens, I'd like for them to add even more. I hope that they add Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher.
Oh, heck yeah.
Since they're already a part of Supergirl, they already play parts on Supergirl. It would be really great to have them have another Superman,
Oh yeah.
right? And you know, also, I think none of us really, think that Tom Welling is going to wear the Superman outfit. I think it's going to end up being a flannel kind of.
Like in the picture.
Yeah, and like in the picture now, especially now that we got that picture.
It'd be funnier to see him in a Superman t-shirt.
Well,
With his red or blue jacket.
do you think that it ends up just being like something where they end up on the Smallville planet, that universe, on the farm where Clark and Lois just happen to be, and that's their scene, right? That like our heroes end up there, they see them, they're like, hey, there's a crisis coming, can we count on you? And then maybe we see them at the end, we see Clark come
bookends.
at the end, because there's going to be a big battle, just like there was on Crisis on Infinite Earths. So if that's
They might
the
be
case,
the bookends of the series.
yeah, that we see our heroes go, our regular CW heroes end up in that universe somehow on the farm, and that happens.
Since they already showed the farmhouse in the last crossover.
I just want a scene with at least all three of those Supermen in it.
Yes.
I think that would be phenomenal. I think that'd be so cool to see. But hey, what do you guys think? What do you think of all this Crisis news? Are you guys excited? Are you happy about it? Are you like us where you just can't wait? That you're just...
I want it to come quicker, but not the weather that comes with it.
Oh my goodness, just popping at the seams waiting for this. Leave your comment down in the comment section. Also, follow us on social media. All of our social media links are there in the description below. And we would love to have you be a part of that so you can continue the conversation with us after the video. Also, if you're in a position where you can, we would love to add you as a patron to our channel, because we're always looking for ways to up the quality of our videos and to be able to bring you more content and better content. And so if you can help us with that, we would love to have you as a part of that. Also, another way that you can do that is, of course,
It's not just a place for nerds, it's a place for merch.
that's right, we have brand new merch in the Poindexter Lounge store. So you can find a link to that also in the description, along with our very new, brand new Poindexter Lounge t-shirt featuring the Empire Strikes Back logo done by Marquez t-shirts. So he did that. We also have another one coming later on this year. That's another Star Wars one. But you're going to want to get that t-shirt or hoodie or whatever item is in that store. Guys, we're so thankful for all of you. You guys are awesome. You guys have made having this channel just so much fun, and we're glad that you're along for the ride. Until next time, my name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, saying up and away, and Crisis is coming, baby. You better be ready, along with the lovely
Tip-tastic.
and, of course,
Landing Calrissian.
we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey guys, if you made it this far in the video, you are awesome. Thank you guys so much for your support. Please smash that like button and of course subscribe, and also hit that notifications bell so that you are aware when we put out new videos, which is like all the time. Thanks for being a part of the Poindexter Lounge, and we'll see you next time.